Do you know that we currently have 7 generations of humans? Who are they and what makes each generation tick? In this video, we are going to dive into what we know about each of those generations and how they fit together or not. Hello everyone, my name is Diekola and I am a Generation X Nigerian Canadian living in Canada. On this side of life, we are going to be exploring life, living, faith, and finances, especially for my generation, Generation X and older. Welcome to today's video and thank you so much for joining me. So in my last video, where I introduced this channel, I got a lot of feedback about, very good feedback about what I was doing. I wasn't looking at the camera, I wasn't speaking loud enough, and all that. So I hope in this video, I have addressed all those issues, and this is going to be a better video. So today, I wanted to dive into the 7 different generations that we currently have in the world today, generations of humans that we have in the world today. To get started, what do we mean by a generation? A generation is the entire body of individuals born and living about the same time. Most of them have the same age, similar ideas, problems, and attitudes. Let's explore the stereotypes about the different generations that we have in the world today as we get into this video. I will be looking down at my notes so that I don't miss anything. So I'm just getting started in this, so please have mercy on me as I'm still learning. Some people might wonder, why am I talking about generations? So today I thought it would be interesting for us to look into the 7 generations that we have today and see what might be peculiar about each one of them and maybe what about Generation X and older. So here we have all the different generations. The ones that you would not see here are the generation that is called the greatest generation. These are the people that were born before 1927. And, they were the veterans, and most of them are probably gone, having left, really important legacies for us to follow. And then we have the traditionalists. So I'm going to start talking about the traditionalists. These are the people that were born before 1945 and after 1928. These are the practical people. They are patient, loyal, and hardworking. They respect authorities. They are rule followers. They were the ones that fought in the different wars. And one thing that I find interesting about them is that they love the way they deal with money. They love to put it away in cash. Like they save their money in cash. And, a hallmark of their generation was the rotary phones. I don't know how many of us, remember those or have ever seen those. But yeah, they used to use those phones that you had to, dial, the rotary ones. Anyway, next to them is the generation of the baby boomers. These are the people that were born 1946 to 1964. So these are the generation of my parents. They were very ambitious. These were the time when, civilization, technology started coming up. Ambitious. They were workaholics. This was the industrial age where, industries were springing up here and there. But you know what about them? They are the ones that buy now and pay later. I think they were called hired purchase in those days back in Nigeria. And they, started seeing the touchtone phones and, call me anywhere. Those were the telecommunications revolution in their time. And then, of course, Generation X, which is my generation. We are the ones that are called the skeptical ones. Oh well, the baby boomers were optimistic. We are skeptical. Self-reliant, We love to take risks and we like to balance our work and personal life. But you know what? In terms of attitude to money, dealing with money, we are the conservative ones. According to the stereotypes, I'm going over the stereotypes. We like to save, save, save. And in our time, we got the cell phones. So we can call anywhere, talk to people anywhere. And after that comes the Millennials, 1981 to 1996. These are the hopeful ones. They want meaningful work. I can't just work for any company. They have to have a meaning, like what is the social responsibility of the company? So they are the ones that are looking for diversity and change and change. Also, I think that's where, they are very big on things like climate change. They are technology savvy. The internet came for the millennials. So now they have the internet, they have the smartphones, and yeah, we all know who the millennials are. And we know those stereotypes about millennials. They want everything. They're not, they're lazy. Those are the stereotypes. And then, of course, we have the Gen Z who are coming after the millennials. They are called the Zoomers. They are called the iGen generation, the Centennials, born 1997 to 2012. And these ones, the one thing I find very interesting about them is that they are racially and ethnically diverse. Their parents, the Generation X, have intermarried. Millennials are intermarrying. So Gen Zs are going to be like, Indian, Chinese, Nigerian, Indian, Canadian, Vietnamese, many mixes of races. And so they are racially and ethnically diverse. And they want to, they want everything just like that. They don't want to cook their food. They want to go skip the dishes. They want to go, and they are the ones where we have now, crypto, we have Internet of Things. Who knows what's going to happen in their time when they start being in charge of our world. But yeah, those are the Gen Z. And those ones, Gen Z, some of them are not even born yet because that generation is 1997. Oh, sorry. They are born, they are 1997 to 2012. The next generation, which is Generation Alpha, is the one that some of them have not even been born yet because these are the generation between 2013 and 2025. So I am going to leave these dates and names of this generation in the description box below. So if you want to get into more details, you can check it out. But yeah, so those are the generations we have in the world today, classifications. So which one are you? Which generation are you? And do you think these stereotypes, ring true for you? Like, is your life running according to the stereotype of your generation? As for me, as you all know, I am Generation X. And if I look at the Generation X stereotype of, self-reliant, conservative, save. Yeah, I would say, I think it kind of described me a little bit. But stereotypes are always stereotypes, but stereotypes are just, something that people think about certain group of people, but not necessarily true about all of them. So yeah, Generation X, we are like the sandwich generation. If you look at the 7th generation, we are kind of smack in the middle of this generation classification. So we are kind of called the sandwich generation, with aged parents that we have to look after and younger kids that we have to look after. And so who looks after us? So yeah, having said all that, you know, I would like to dive more into Generation X and older and all the things that affect us, just like I said in my first video. You know, we have to think about the generations before us, the generations after us. We have to think about our retirement, our health. We are growing older. What are we going to, how are we going to live our life? There's a lot to learn and there's a lot to discuss and there's a lot for us to do. So yeah, having said all that, I hope I've piqued your interest in looking at the different generations that we have today. And I hope you will go out and, research and see what else is out there about all these different generations. Thank you all for joining me today, and go out and make it the best days of your life. See you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment below. I will be interested to know what your thoughts are on all the things we've talked about today. Bye.